don't know what it's called. I just told you that. I just told you.
Right, but that sounds like a lot, right?
Why
That
would it
sounds like a
sound-
lot.
Ryan Garcia has just come out to clear his name after his suspension in a heated debate with none other than Bill Haney. Meanwhile, the WBO president gave a statement, crushing any hope for Ryan to stay in their good books. Francisco Valcarcel, being an old veteran who is used to drama like this, stated that there is no room for any cheating in this sacred sport, and whoever is caught doing this heinous act should be punished. He then stated that the WBO is in full support of the decision that was made by NYSAC and has removed Ryan Garcia from the official WBO ranking. Francisco stated, "We don't want anybody to cheat in boxing anabolics, steroids, that's prohibited. We don't want that in boxing. We want a clean sport." He further added, "We support the commission. If you are suspended, you cannot be in the rankings. Ryan Garcia is not in WBO rankings because he was suspended when he came back. Then we can consider him, but we honor and support the suspension." On the other hand, many fighters and pros, including Teofimo Lopez and his father, have come out in the midst of this drama, calling it excessive and exhausting. They advised Devin Haney to leave the past behind, move forward, and learn to adapt to a loss, no matter how humiliating it is. Teofimo Sr. commented, "It's just a person that can take the win, but can't take the loss, and just can't step ahead to the next fight. I think that it was just really bad, and he just can't wake up every day and see himself in the mirror because nobody likes to lose, especially the way he lost. So you know Devin is Devin. Devin's going to do what Devin's gotta do." Being on the same page as his father, Teofimo stated that if given the opportunity, he would love to fight Devin Haney for his belt. He told Devin to stay strong and to focus on his career, because in the end, people on social media will always find something to talk negatively about.
It's just what it is. It's the fight game, man. You gotta be mentally strong in this. People are always gonna talk. People are always gonna say something on social media, but they hate their life. So it doesn't really matter. At the end, we're winning.
However, in a recent interview with ProBox TV, Teddy Atlas came out in support of Devin, saying that he should be celebrated as this entire case with Ryan Garcia has taken a tremendous toll on him, and how despite all the odds stacked against him, Devin still had the guts to face him in the ring.
He celebrated how miraculous, how incredible it was that he survived with a guy came in overweight and on PEDs, and knowing that he was on those things,
With this being said, Devin is still in pursuit of getting justice regarding what was done to him and his career by Ryan, but it looks like things are just getting worse for him, as recently WBC announced him to be a champion in recess and called him unfit to defend his title, causing them to order Alberto Puello to fight Sandor Martin for the junior welterweight title. WBC stated he, Devin, is physically, mentally, and emotionally unfit to defend his 140 pounds belt. To get some hindsight, before this announcement was made by the WBC, Devin appeared quite excited and adamant about fighting Sandor Martin after his very public defeat to Ryan, and there was even drama surrounding him and his former promoter Eddie Heane regarding Matchroom not placing a bid in this fight that seemed to hit a nerve with Devin, so he wasted no time and took to Twitter to get it all out. Devin stated in a tweet, "Wow, Matchroom, nasty work." With this accusation from Devin's side, Eddie Hearn, being the promoter that he is, could not stay away and explained his side of how he is not obligated to support Devin in his every move, and if he and Matchroom think that something is not financially suitable, they're not going to jump into in blindly. Eddie stated, "We have no contractual obligation to Devin Haney, just like he has a free agent and has been talking to other people. He will do what suits him, and we will do what suits us." Ironically, Eddie also somehow ended up predicting the fact that Devin would not be fighting Sandor to defend his title due to Devin just getting a humiliating defeat, but it would be someone else who would take up this fight, and alas, that has now come true with Alberto Puello in line to fight Sandor, but for slightly different reasons than him willingly vacating the title. Eddie stated, "The WBC belt is going to become vacant, and Sandor Martin versus someone will take place 100%. He's not going to fight Sandor Martin. Who's going to pay for that?" But looking at the brighter side of things, Devin has now seemingly taken the route of bygones to be bygones, and commented that he has forgiven Eddie Hearn for not bidding for him against Sandor. He also stated that the two of them have no bad blood, and he would love to fight Liam Paro, an Australian fighter promoted by none other than Matchroom Boxing. Devin remarked, "He spoke his opinion, and that's what it was. It didn't make or break me. It was cool. Me and Eddie have a great relationship, and we will do business in the future like nothing ever happened. I went to Australia twice. I wouldn't mind going back." With this matter resolved, another thing that captured everyone's attention is of course the recent live show where both Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, got into a heated debate about the whole suspension and PED situation. Conducted by Mill City Boxing and former champion Zab Judah, Ryan stuck to his original statement that he is innocent and has never cheated since the start of his career.
I'm saying it to your face. I never cheated. I never would cheat. I've never cheated in my career. Whatever I got popped for, had to be tainted, and I don't care what you say, I don't care what nobody say. I know.
After these innocence claims made by Ryan, the atmosphere get heated when Bill brought up the question of how he is innocent, if he has pled guilty to the commission, and has made a deal to which Ryan cleared that the only reason that pled guilty was that he didn't want to go to a lengthy trail where he knows he will get no justice at the end of the day. Ryan stated, "It was either that or I go to court or wherever the hearing, and even if I win the hearing, they said that no matter what they could suspend me, so I just took the year and said whatever." With all bets off, Bill then went on to confront Ryan about how the drugs even got into his system and why he is still not disclosing the names of the alleged supplements that he took that resulted in him getting a positive drug test. Ryan, not holding back, gave his explanation on how he was given some supplements by his trainer Scooter, who was hired by his team for helping him lose weight, and at that point, he trusted him and his team enough to be aware of the contents of these supplements.
Guy that came to help me lose weight, his name was Scooter. He
Okay.
brought me supplements, and I took the supplements, and that was the day before the fight, and then it just so happened that I tested the day before and the day after. So that's exactly what happened. So a guy came in to help me lose weight, and I took the supplement.
Now, these allegations made about Scooter being the one who contaminated the supplements are not new, as when the news broke, similar claims were made by Ryan and his team. But at that time, nothing was really confirmed, so no further steps were taken. But now, with the cat out of the bag, a recent interview of Scooter has emerged where he is seen defending his name, saying he has nothing to with all this drama. Scooter, who appeared on the same Mill City Live alongside Zab Judah, stated how he is a weight cut trainer who has worked with various big names like Daniel Jacobs and Canelo Alvarez, and was hired to do the same by Ryan's team. According to Scooter, his role was to help Ryan cut weight before his weigh-in to 140 pounds, and he had nothing to do with anything that went on during the camp before the fight. Scooter stated, "I got a phone call that Ryan Garcia didn't have to make weight. I said no problem and did it. Was the weight cut a pain in the ass? Yes, I'm trying to put this in a good perspective that nobody turns anything around. I was there for 11 hours. Do I know what went on in camp? No, don't put my name in stuff that has nothing to do with me." Explaining the entire timeline for the period that Scooter was with Ryan, he essentially told Zab that he helped Ryan go from 147 to 143 pounds by hydrating him using IVs that were Veda tested and then making him sweat it off in a sauna. Allegedly, according to Scooter, they could have gone to 139, but at that point, he was told by Ryan to stop as he couldn't handle it.
"We're good. Let's try to move." He goes, "I'm exhausted." I said, "We're right there. We're at 143. No, Floyd called me to tell me to stop it at 143. No, I don't know any of that. Think about this now. I just want you to think. We're in the steam room, Zab. He said, "It's enough." We go out. It could have been 139 when we came out. It happened to be 143. Okay. He goes, "Listen, I'm going to pay the fine."
Once again, speaking about the allegations, Scooter emphasized the fact that he did not give Ryan any supplements, and the IVs that were given were 100% tested by VADA, so all these fingers that are pointed at him make no sense. He stated, "I just came for 11 hours right for the weight cut. I touched nothing of his supplements, nothing. Did I rehydrate it? I can tell you what I rehydrated with. They were all VADA tested, all good neutral biocarb." But even with all these statements made by his trainer, Ryan is still not ready to take responsibility, as he is adamant about the fact that Scooter gave him 2 tablets of supplements that had Osterin in them, which resulted in his tests coming positive. Ryan stated, "He gave me 2 of the ones that he had. We sent that to a lab. They tested it, and it was tested with Osterin in its tablets." He further added, "Scooter is the one that gave me the supplements. I'm gonna always stand by the truth. Scooter gave me the supplements. I took the supplements, and then I tested positive, that's it. Point blank, period. There's no bigger story. I don't know what happened, it just got blown out of proportion." But despite this, Ryan did not name the supplements no matter how hard Bill pushed him to do so. He did, however, remark on his punishment and how it is excessive as compared to other fighters who have done way worse than him, but still have gotten shorter sentences. Ryan named big players such as Canelo and Shane Mosley, emphasizing that despite their doping incident, all these fighters faced little to no media trial.
Teams enforce rules, some don't. I've seen it time and time again. Some enforce rules and some don't. Some turn a blind eye. Hey, Oscar Valdez got popped, and guess what? He got 0 suspension. Shane Mosley got popped, 0 suspension. Canelo gets popped 6 months. I get popped a year.
You know why? You know why?
It's just
But
different
the commission-
rules.
However, not being in Ryan's club of supporters, Sean Porter appeared on the same Pro Box interview as Teddy Atlas and stated how that fateful night is not something as easy to forget as it is for Ryan, because Haney, no matter how hard he tries, needs time to recover from the loss that he suffered, not only in the ring, but outside as well. Sean stated, "This is the toughest loss, and probably going to be the toughest loss that Devin Haney suffers because of everything. It's like it all came rushing in at one time. It wasn't just losing, it was how he lost. There were so many things that that went wrong that night that is just too much for him to get past in just a couple of months. On the announcement made by WBC regarding Devin, Sean looked appalled at the prospect of forcing a fighter to get back in the ring and fight new contenders just to get the title that he had. Sean added, "I'm like, how are you pushing this kid to get back in the ring so soon? And you allow other champions to kind of just tote around with the belt and do whatever it is they want to do. Now you got one of the guys who have been able to deliver time and time again, and he suffers a loss, and you guys trying to yank the belt away from this kid." With this whole drama getting messier every passing day, most fighters and pros are not really sympathetic to either fighter and want to move on, including Teofimo Lopez SR, who is tired of listening about this drama and wants the media to focus on the new fights that are due to take place. He even went as far as to call this entire thing a joke, which has gone on for too long.
Bro, that's all freaking a joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even follow that, you know. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. I have a fighter, we fight. You know,
Emiliano Vargas, being a new hotshot in the boxing world with a stellar record of 10-0, has also come forward in the middle of this entire controversy, saying how it is time for the next fights to take place and new fighters to come forward. He commented that he had his eyes set on Devin Haney, especially after he supposedly tweeted about it. Looking excited about this, Vargas directly took shots at Devin, calling him out and saying how he would defeat him just like Ryan did. He said, "You got an undisputed world champion working about what a 10-0 young prospect is doing. Every crop has its due time, and at the end of the day, when it's time for me to step up and fight these big fighters, like Haney, you know, you better not be crying about your loss when you lose to me too." On another occasion, Emiliano stressed that it is about time that new names start popping out in the boxing world, as many legendary fighters like Tank, Ryan, and Devin have had their eras. Vargas then reiterated that in the ruthless world of boxing, it all comes down to who is the strongest. Further adding to this statement, Emiliano stated that he is on the way to getting ready for these big fights, and he will be contesting for various boxing titles, regardless of the fact that he has to go against in the process, as it is all about natural selection, where the weakest gets killed. He stated, "I definitely do know that come down the line, I will be world champion, and anybody else who is looking to become world champion would have to go through me, or I'll go through them. So it's as simple as that. That's how this sport is. It's kill or be killed." Just like Emiliano, there is someone else who is looking for a chance to fight and to settle the score once and for all. Liam Paro, who has a stellar record of 25-0 undefeated, has come out saying that he is looking forward to fighting Ryan after he gets back from his suspension. Liam, who is also in Devin's sight, seems to be more inclined towards Ryan to finally meet him inside the ring after Garcia's call-out way back in December 2023. At the end, just like always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and make sure to tell us about your thoughts in the comments below.